I am still at a loss, confronted with the hatred and severity of the crime. I never saw it coming, not in a million years. Yes, I knew there were issues between the convicted and me, issues that would never be resolved. But to end things like this, never. Up until the crime, I still liked and had respect for the convicted. I felt for her. I didn't want to force her out of the house. She was having trouble financially, and making arrangements to move out was not an easy matter. But we did need to move on. I look back on the trial and how the defense fabricated their arguments at my expense, how lies about me and my life spewed into the courtroom and seeped into the press. The convicted viciously deprived me of part of my life and identity. Then, as is routine in cases of violence that involve something sexual, the victim must endure at the hands of defense a second attack. That hurt. I never had sex with her or anyone else in the last 7 months before the crime. There was no evidence of abuse found on the recorders that the convicted hid around the house, in her purse, and in my car. What I told was the truth. I never laid a hand on her, never hit her, never punched her, never forced her to do anything that made her uncomfortable, never called her names, nor have I done this to any other woman in my life. Of all the friends, family, and neighbors that we encountered, no one saw any bruises or cut lips or black eyes or heard name calling. If I had hurt her, why would she have wanted to stay with me? Why would she want to remain in the marriage? Why would she not confide in anyone about some type of abuse? She had lived in this country for over 30 years prior to the crime. She is as much of an American as I am. In my life, I developed a culture of optimism. In other words, no matter what happened in my life, I felt that as time went on, I would experience a better and happier life. I did not worship or want to bring back the past. I looked forward to the future. I looked forward to a better quality of life in my modest way than I had had before, or at least the opportunity to improve my life. The flame of that optimism was extinguished on July 11, 2011. I didn't know it at first, but what the convicted did to me was douse my optimism about finding true happiness. She murdered my hope to love someone again and perhaps, just perhaps, find the partner I could share the rest of my life with. She must be so proud of herself, having destroyed a person's simple dream. I now struggle with what is before me. She has torn off my identity as a man. She has caused me to question my belief in God. She has caused my doubt in my belief in good. I have lost my sense of community. She has betrayed my trust in people. I have to learn a new way of life. My right to the pursuit of happiness has been robbed. She took that right from me that night, and now I must create a new way of fulfilling that right in my life. This was not an act of war. This was not some horrible accident. This was not the result of some terrible disease. This was a cruel and calculated violation of a person's body and mind. This was the product of vengeance, vanity, and jealousy. This despicable act not only tortured me, but tortured and caused pain for my family and friends. I am not perfect, but I'm not a bad man either. No one deserved this. I would hope that in the name of justice, the court brings punishment to the convicted in such a way that I will never by chance meet this person on the street for the rest of my life, and that this person not have an opportunity to commit acts of violence to anyone else. Feeble Bryson wrote a painful song about love and life. In it are these lines that describe my situation. Can you stop the rain from falling? Won't you chase my clouds away? I'd give anything to see the sun again. I can't face another day. Can you stop? Can you stop the rain? For me, as long as I am on this earth, the rain can never stop. Thank you, Your Honor.